What was your experience like overall as being an HC in a draft room for the first time?
It was great. Worked very hand in hand with the scouting department. Had a good time, good discussions leading up to the draft, and we felt pretty comfortable where we were. And we're happy with what we chose that day
Well,
or
and
those 3 days.
you're not any longer the last top 10 draft choice of the New England Patriots.
Well, hopefully we never have to draft this high again.
That's a good one. That's a good one. But it also shows the success of the franchise that you were the last top 10 draft choice of the franchise until Drake Maye, right?
No, absolutely, absolutely. And there have been very special teams around here for a long time, and we're just trying to get back to the place that we've been in the past. So look, starts with the draft. We believe in drafting and developing, and excited what we have.
All right, so let's get to your quarterback. My colleague Daniel Jeremiah and a bunch of others were saying there were some monumental draft trade opportunities that were placed in front of you for teams that wanted the quarterback that you took. What was that moment? What were those moments like on the clock with those opportunities for you?
Yeah, honestly, it was kind of anticlimactic. I thought, I know everyone's like monumental, packages and things like that, but we felt comfortable at 3 and we got our guy and honestly didn't want to move. And look, our legacies are going to be tied together for a long time. With that being said, he'll come in here and compete. We have, a good quarterback room, including Jacoby, but the best players will play.
Who does Drake Maye remind you of any quarterback that you've been around?
That's a tough one. This is a guy who, he has a, very strong arm. He's a great leader. It's hard to really he is competitive. I know the easy answer would be to say like Tom Brady, but I think he's his own man. And I'm excited to get to work with him and hopefully for a long time.
Well, he sounds like Phillip Rivers. I'm just talking about anybody that he does. And I know Phillip was working with him too, but.
Yeah, I can see that, and the throwing motion is a lot different, but
sure,
maybe we'll take Phillip Rivers, but Phillip Rivers has a lot of kids. This is a kid. Honestly, I know he's a man. I know he's a man, but this is still a young man.
I like that answer. No, listen, nobody has the throwing motion of Phillip Rivers, but
it's shot put. It's shot put.
Yeah, it was like sort of like a sidearm sort of situation. But, so much is made of he's the youngest of 4 kids, so he's used to getting beat up on from his family. But what did you find in the evaluation process that made everybody in the room consensus go, okay, 3rd overall, we're assuming he's going to be on the clock. We're definitely taking him.
Yeah, each exposure I thought got better and better. Really got the chance to sit down and talk ball and also talk about his upbringing. And look, that's a very competitive family. Just like you said, he was the youngest and everyone, he's probably the shortest one out of the group as well. And at the same time, this guy's a tremendous athlete. And don't forget about his parents. They did a fantastic job, not only, grooming him on the field, but also his leadership skills and his development.
So what's your plan for him?
My plan for Drake?
Yes, sir. What's your plan for him?
Yeah, my plan for Drake is, to get him in the building, to get him around AVP and the offensive staff, and really not try to overload him, especially early on. We all know how that kind of turns out. But when it's all said and done, I would say ultimately he still has to win that job, and we're not just going to give it away. And I don't think Jacoby, the type of player, the type of competitor that he is just going to give it up either. So we'll see what happens in camp.
So you are going to have an open competition for this quarterback job to see who's the first quarterback out of the chute in September.
Look, I would say every position, every single position on this team, it's about competition. Everyone's competing, and what's the old saying? Success is rented, and the rent's due every day. So it starts right now in the spring, and then we'll get back in training camp. We'll have to see how it plays out.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.